Test 1.
Section 1, Listening Comprehension. In this section of the test, you will have an opportunity to demonstrate your ability to understand conversations and talks in English. There are 3 parts to this section, with special directions for each part. Answer all the questions on the basis of what is stated or implied by the speakers in this test. Part A, Directions. In Part A, you will hear short conversations between 2 people. After each conversation, you will hear a question about the conversation. The conversations and questions will not be repeated. After you hear a question, read the 4 possible answers in your test book and choose the best answer. Then, on your answer sheet, find the number of the question and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter of the answer you have chosen. Now we will begin Part A with the first conversation. Number 1.
Pardon me, miss. Do you have change for $1?
I'm afraid not. You'll have to ask someone else.
What does the woman mean? Number 2.
Do you know Jean's phone number?
Try calling Kathy.
What does the man imply? Number 3.
How was the weather for your hiking trip last Saturday?
It drizzled in the morning, but got sunny in the afternoon.
What does the woman mean? Number 4.
I've had this cold for 2 weeks now, and I can't seem to get rid of it.
Have you tried taking large doses of vitamin C?
What does the woman mean? Number 5.
Did you get the tickets for the concert tomorrow?
Sorry, they were sold out.
What does the man mean? Number 6.
Do you know anybody who might want to buy my typewriter? It's pretty old, but it still works.
How much do you want for it?
What does the woman want to know? Number 7.
If this snowstorm gets any worse, the police will have to close Route 27.
Better keep the radio on.
What does the man suggest they do? Number 8.
I need to be in the city by 9 a.m. to get to a 9:30 doctor's appointment. Do you think I should take the bus or the train?
Let's see. The bus doesn't arrive till 9:45. Oh, but the train gets in at 8:45.
What does the man suggest the woman do? Number 9.
There were so many people at Kate's party. I can't believe the number of friends she has.
It's really no surprise. She was extremely popular, even when she was a child.
What does the man say about Kate? Number 10.
Jeff's a good roommate, but I'm tired of washing the dishes he leaves in the sink.
You really ought to speak up about it.
What does the woman suggest the man do? Number 11.
Are you sure you can't join us for the picnic? It'll be a lot of fun, and everyone from the office will be there.
I've got to stick around home. The delivery service called, and my TV should arrive this afternoon.
What does the man mean? Number 12.
We'll be needing more computer paper soon. Could you take care of that right away?
I put the order through last week. It should be in any day now.
What does the man mean? Number 13.
The box warned that you need to do some assembly yourself, but I've spent all afternoon trying to put this bookcase together.
I know what you mean. The last time I tried to assemble a bookcase, I almost gave up.
What does the woman mean? Number 14.
I didn't know it got so hot here in summer.
Hot. This is nothing compared to summertime in Florida.
What does the man mean? Number 15.
Would you like to see a movie with me tonight?
I'd like to, but I have to hit the books.
What will the woman probably do? Part B. Directions. In this part of the test, you will hear longer conversations. After each conversation, you will hear several questions. The conversations and questions will not be repeated. After you hear a question, read the 4 possible answers in your book and choose the best answer. Then, on your answer sheet, find the number of the question and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter of the answer you have chosen. Remember, you should not take notes or write on your test pages. Now we will begin Part B with the first conversation. Listen to a conversation between 2 college students.
Cindy, have you heard the news?
No, Steve. What do you mean?
You know all the classes we missed because of the snow?
Uh-oh.
Yep. We're going to have to make them up, and the dean says it will have to be during spring break.
Steve, we have our vacation all set. What are we going to do? Do the others know?
I don't know, but I certainly can't afford to miss 5 days of classes this semester with that week I was sick.
But I really don't want to cancel our trip. All of us have already made our plane reservations.
I can try to call the travel agency. Maybe they can refund our money. But before we do anything, we need to speak with our professors.
You think they'll excuse us from class?
Probably not. But I was talking to Kevin this morning, and he said that one of his professors told him that they could make up the class at a different time.
Wow, that's great. Which professor was it?
I don't know, but we're going to have to speak to all of them anyway.
Why didn't they add extra days at the end of the semester before summer classes?
Because of the graduation date, which can't be changed.
Are other colleges around here doing the same thing?
I would imagine so. It's been such a bad winter, and we've missed too many classes. We do really need to make them up.
I know. I was just really looking forward to this vacation. The idea of the sun and the beach.
Oh, look, there's Professor Hampton right now.
Come on, let's go talk to her.
Number 16. Why are the man and woman upset? Number 17. What can be inferred about the man's and woman's vacation? Number 18. Why can't the semester be extended? Number 19. Why can't the man miss classes? Listen to two students talking.
Hey, Christine, remember how we were complaining that we wanted to see the drama series but couldn't afford the tickets? I found a solution.
Yeah? Won the lottery, huh?
But seriously, I did find a way for us to see all the plays, and we don't have to pay a cent.
Come on, Jim, that's impossible.
No, really, we can. I called Stanhope Theater to ask if they had student discounts. They didn't, but they did have another suggestion.
What's that?
The man there told me they just lost 4 of their ushers, so they have openings.
Really?
Yeah. You don't get paid, but you do get to stand in the back and watch the play after you've helped everyone find their seats. No seat, but a good view. Then during intermission, you help sell refreshments.
But Jim, each play is performed on 6 nights. Can we make that big a commitment?
We don't have to. That's the best part. They have enough ushers so that each person works only 2 nights at the same play.
I never imagined we'd be able to see the whole series. Let's take a look at the schedule right now.
Number 20. Why did Christine and Jim think they would not be able to see the drama series? Number 21. What did Jim learn when he called the theater? Number 22. At the end of their conversation, how does Christine feel about Jim's solution? Part C, Directions. In this part of the test, you will hear several short talks. After each talk, you will hear some questions. The talks and the questions will not be repeated. After you hear a question, read the 4 possible answers in your test book and choose the best answer. Then, on your answer sheet, find the number of the question and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter of the answer you have chosen. Now we will begin Part C with the first talk. Listen to a park ranger talk to a group of campers.
I know you're anxious to get your permits and get started, but there are just a few things I'd like to mention that might help you avoid trouble during your stay. First of all, make sure you carry adequate water. You'll need it if you're hiking, especially in this heat. A good rule of thumb is to bring 1 gallon per person per day this time of year. Don't try to rely on the park's natural springs to supply all your water needs. And please, do not use soap in the springs. It's your responsibility to protect the park's natural features. For those of you staying beyond the weekend, make sure that you set up camp well away from dry creek beds. We may get some heavy rainfall, and those creek beds could quickly become filled with water, and you and all your equipment might end up washed downstream. When you pick up your permits, you'll also get a Park Services booklet. It'll tell you everything you need to know about the hiking trails. They vary in length, of course, but most of them are under 5 miles, relatively easy day hikes. Remember, if you're hiking solo, make sure you let someone know you're going and when they can expect you back. And for your own safety, we recommend that you not climb rock faces. A lot of the rock throughout the park is very unstable. One final word. Watch out for poisonous snakes. Rattlesnake activity is at its peak this time of year, especially at night. For your own good, we recommend wearing protective clothing and carry a flashlight after dark.
Number 23. What is the main purpose of the talk? Number 24. What does the speaker tell hikers about drinking water? Number 25. What information does the Park Services booklet contain? Number 26. What does the speaker say about rattlesnakes? Listen to part of a lecture on child psychology.
Today we're going to talk about shyness and discuss recent research on ways to help children learn to interact socially. Many people consider themselves shy. In fact, 40% of the people who took part in our survey said they were shy. That's 2 out of every 5 people. And there are studies to indicate that the tendency toward shyness may be inherited. But just because certain children are timid doesn't mean they are doomed to be shy forever. There are things parents, teachers, and the children themselves can do to overcome this tendency, and even to prevent it. One researcher found that if parents gently push their shy children to try new things, they can help these children become less afraid and less inhibited. Another way to help shy children is to train them in social skills. For example, there are special training groups where children are taught things like looking at other children while talking to them, talking about other people's interests, and even smiling. These groups have been very successful at giving shy children a place to feel safe and accepted, and at building up their self-esteem.
Number 27. What is the lecture mostly about? Number 28. What does the speaker say about shyness? Number 29. According to the speaker, which people are most likely to be shy? Number 30. According to the speaker, what should parents of shy children do?